3, 4, 5. Make sure you're staying in the pitch. Good, Tom. Lovely ball, Tom. 7, 8. Good. 9, 10. We're just going to revisit the grip game, rugby netball version of the grip game. Why do we grip the ball in our hands out here, chaps? Why do we not tuck it in here? Somebody. Easier to get out, easier to move it. Yeah. Defender knows what we're going to do if it's tucked in our chest. Okay. And do we hold the ball here using our forearms, or do we? How do we hold it? We try and grip it in here, don't we? We hold it in here. It's difficult to roll it off. And if a pass isn't on, if an offload isn't on, you know, you're halfway through, you're going to let that ball go. Whereas if you're gripping it in the midst of your hand, fingers on the ball, you can always recall that ball in if the pass isn't on. Okay. Decision making wise. Okay, so rules are we've all got a ball in our hand. We'll start with our dominant hand free. So our right hand's for most of us free. Okay, this ball here, handball, we're going to move it around any way you like. Okay, overhead pass, you can bounce past it, but we're trying to get to as many passes as we possibly can within our teams. There's 1, 2, 3. Good, Ferguson. No, okay, green ball. Just hold there a sec, chaps. How ideally, boys, am I looking for you to catch this ball, this handball? In your mitts, okay? Pass the ball to me. I'm not looking for any of this, trying to balance it on your hand, okay? This is why we're doing the grip work. We're really looking to get our fingers on it so we can then move it straight away. Yes. Good, lovely, Sam. Good, that's better. That's 2 passes. Ooh, went for a high risk catch there. Lars, make sure you've got a strong grip of that. Green ball, Tom, green ball, knocked down by you. Could have caught that. 1, 2, 3. Who's in space? Who's in space? Work off the ball. 4. Try not to use your chest, Marcus. 5, 6. Brandon, how are we catching that ball? To really test yourself. 7. Why do we grip the ball in the hand using our fingers instead of tucking it under the arm, etc. And luckily the guys knew the answers. If you're looking to offload a ball in a game, you don't want it tucked under here. You want it in your hand so you can offload at any time. And also the defence don't know what you're going to do. If you've got that ball in your hands, in one hand, you could offload at any time. You could make a pass, etc. If you've got it tucked, then they know you're not going to be able to get the ball away. So that's why we look to keep the ball in our mitts, so we're able to offload and make good decisions with it. Ball bounced, okay. 1, 2. You can bounce past it, chaps. Somebody's got to pick it up off of one bounce. 4, 5, 6. That's okay. There's 7. Nice, good. 8. Try and keep it away from your chest, Tom. 9. Okay, we're really going to test ourselves now, passing this one with our weaker hand. Again, try and refrain from going underneath the ball. Really test your skills and try and catch this ball out here. 1. Try not to go underneath it. Use your grip. Okay, play off there. 2, 3. Good. Who's in space? Work off the ball, Sam. Oh, you're struggling with holding the rugby. Okay, so how can you help yourselves out a little bit there? We spoke about this last week. Yeah, just down the thinner part of the ball, just making sure the whole time you've got that really strong vice grip on it. Okay, you go into contact, little jolt, that ball's not going to come loose. And what we're going to do now, just for the last 60 seconds, boys, when you catch the ball, you've got to juggle it, okay? You've got to switch the balls over. Don't mind if you use your chest a little bit, okay? But you've got to keep hold of that ball. So you've got to find a little bit of space. I don't mind you stepping out, change the ball round and then move it, okay? There you go, there's a contest. Okay. 1, good, Sam. 2, good pick up. Okay, green ball. That's why we're doing it, Silas. Change over, lovely. 3, quick change, Big John. 4, quick change, lovely, and move it. There's 5. Okay, who wants that ball? Good, Sam Grattan. Good, now move it. Good, quick. Nice, Cameron. And that's time there, chaps.
Or not?
Sorry?
You're allowed to knock it out of their hand?
No, not whilst they're juggling, no. Grab a juice, fellas. Any questions on that? Everyone happy? Good. We're trying to develop these players, and we've got 2 or 3 years to give them the best chance of gaining full-time academy contracts when they get hit under 18, under 19s. So therefore, we recognise that the skill level maybe of 1 or 2 players isn't at the minute where it needs to be, but that's our job as coaches to you can see Warren's in behind you now, working with some of the guys that didn't perform so well in the handling drills today, and just doing those extras and being as positive as we can, reinforcing the points that we want to get across, but in a positive way. Almost.